Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. I want to do a segment. I want to piggyback on my last one, the one about Black Lives Matter, where I talked how some people have abused it, and I want to talk really about the granddaddy of all rackets. And I'm talking about that's been abused. I'm talking about the Palestinian cause. And why do I say that? Give you an example. After World War II, the United States instituted the Marshall Plan, named after Secretary of State George Marshall, in order to rebuild Europe. And they put in money into it. The Palestinians have received per capita estimates as high as 25 times as much as Europeans received for the Marshall Plan. Think about that, 25 times the Marshall Plan. Where did the money go? I mean, you think about all that money. I mean, Gaza City. Gaza City should look like Emerald City from The Wizard of Oz. Uh, no, it doesn't. It looks the exact opposite. Where is Emerald City? Well, it's in Swiss bank accounts. Um, there's a famous interview by Larry King. He interviewed Yasser Arafat and he asked him, "How is it that you're worth $100 million?" Now, actually, Yasser Arafat was estimated to be worth about $3 billion, but let's go with 100 million. And Yasser Arafat, without missing a beat, says, "Well, I'm also an engineer." No, I guess he studied engineering. I didn't know that. I didn't know engineers made that kind of money, $100 million. And remember, this is just a side job. I mean, he's the leader of the PLO. Engineering was a side job. I said, shit, I mean, I was good in math. I was good in math and sciences. I missed it. I should have become an engineer. I didn't know that there was that kind of money in it. There's also the another two, Khalid Mashal and Abu Marzouk, probably not saying that right, of Hamas. Support they took about 2.5 billion each, billion with a B each. That's $5 billion, and of course they don't live in Gaza. They live in Jordan. I mean, they're probably afraid that someone there will kill them. $5 billion. And I used to think, like, I remember thinking about terrorist attack. Why do they have terrorist attacks? It's not like they have even a successful one. It's not like the Israelis are going to say, ah, that's it. We've had enough. We're going back to Europe, even though most Israelis are not from Europe. They're actually from the Middle East. But in their minds, who knows? Israelis are not going to do that. They're never going to do that. So why have these terrorist attacks? It's to show yourself, to show that you still exist. That's why you attack Israel. This way, Persian Gulf Arabs who have a lot of money feel guilty that they're not doing anything, or Arab or Muslim and people in Muslim countries with money. This way they contribute, not just them, but the United Nations does too, and countries do. They contribute a lot to the Palestinians. You think the Palestinians are the most downtrodden people in the world, and it's so ridiculous. It's turned into a big scam. And remember, nobody gives a shit about the Palestinians. I saw this one guy. He called himself a Muslim Zionist. He used to be a member of Al Qaeda. He was from Britain. His parents are from Pakistan. When he was in college, that's how they recruited him. He and a bunch of Muslim students were brought in. They saw this film, and the film shows pictures. It shows there's no words, just shows Israeli soldiers, then shows dead Arabs. Now, he found out later most of the pictures were not from Palestine; they were from Iraq or Syria. But who cares? So after 20 minutes of these type of pictures, it says, "What are you doing for your brothers in Palestine?" Well, he actually joined Al Qaeda. I don't think that's probably what they want. They probably want people to send money. That's really what they want. And like I said, no one cares about the Palestinians. It's like that idiotic BDS. BDS. None of these people boycott Israel. They all use the high tech products Israel produces. The only thing what do they boycott Israeli hummus, or they boycott some of the stuff that comes from the West Bank settlement. Well, guess who works in those settlements? The Palestinians work there. But like I said, no one gives two shit about the Palestinians. And unfortunately, because of the money and because so many have made billions, as I said, it's the war. Hamas and the PA are never going to stop this. They're never going to make peace with Israel, because if they make peace, the money will probably stop. They need this constant war. So the money will keep coming in. It'll go to Swiss bank accounts. and their own people will suffer. Because the sad thing is, the people who probably care most about the Palestinians are the Israelis. I mean, it's their self-interest, but unfortunately, some of them, like Netanyahu, he doesn't care. I mean, there's an election coming up. I'm sure he's more than happy to have Hamas fire rockets, so he'll show how strong he is. Anyhow, that's it. And again, it's like so many of these good causes. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, and that's about it. Tell me what you think, whether you like it, dislike it. Give me a comment. Please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And that's about it. Trotsky out. Thank you.